So back in 5th of November 2022, gosh that was a long time ago, Sonic Speed Simulator introduced its very first gold skin. This started a series where they give their characters golden bling, whether it'll be giving them that bling through accessories or a full-on paint job that covers them in that gold glittering bling. Since then, the series is now defunct, for the most part, with Sega not approving any more characters to add to the saga, leaving me with 16 skins to rank for this video. And before we start, I'll be combining any duped skins into one ranking. And also, this is just all my opinion. So anyways, let's just get this started off with the worst one out of the gold series being... Right, so when I said this is the worst one out of the gold series, what I really meant to say is, he's the worst goddamn skin in the whole game! I want him gone. He's just a giant little machine, and the shade of the they used isn't really the best they could have used. Also, the way they handle the deep solid black doesn't work well with me at all. And the bright little glow is literally just an eyesore to me when I'm playing as him. The back of the body is just illuminating a little too bright for my liking. He's a little garbage in my eyes. Like, if I had to choose one skin to delete from the whole game, I wouldn't hesitate to choose Gold Soul or Mega. However, there is one thing I kinda like about him, which is... Okay, I think that's everything about this absolute garbage bag of a skin. Now let's get on to number 15. Mareburger Foot Layers. The last thing you want in your Mareburger burger is some of these rusty bolts. But as it turns out, that might be what you get. Unfortunately, I uploaded a photo anonymously to the website, showcasing his metal foot in a plastic bin of layers, with a statement, "This is the lettuce you eat at Mareburger." Admittedly, he was a but that's even worse. Mere minutes later, the employee in question had their identity revealed. He's a metal Sonic from an alternate universe with a smudgy bright gold paint job that looks awful around with simple black stripes and accent. He also got a bright yellow jet flame, which I don't think works well with him. He's Gold Soul Omega, but smaller and a bit better looking, but not by much. After the image went viral, Golden Metal Sonic 3.0 was reportedly fired at Mareburger. Now we can all go back eating our Mareburger at peace. Now let's get on to number Gold Soul Sonic. He's simple. He has the Lightspeed shoes from Unleashed, which is a pretty neat reference. Golden gloves that have a gem orb thingy, and wearing a gold fighter sunglasses on his head. I think that's what they're called anyways. But personally, I do not like the color scheme that's going on here. Blue and yellow doesn't really work well with me. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of Lemonade. If there was something more to the skin, like a shirt perhaps, then maybe I would have ranked it higher. There's also a limited version of him, because yes, and the difference is that he's browning, and I totally did almost pay 6 million West Owings just for that. Totally. I mean, you can't lie, Without does look cool on him, but not cool enough for me to put him any higher. So now let's just get on to the unlucky number 13. Okay, that ranking is fitting, because unlucky 13, he's a Halloween skin. Get it. But anyways, he's fake metal Knuckles, but covered in shiny gold, and has the normal Knuckles animations. What makes this skin peak is that whenever he glides, he... Like, come on, it's funny. Making his glide ability absolutely useless because he's made of solid gold is funny, and that is a cherry on top. I know that regular fake metal Knuckles has it too, but that's only at 6 stars. With fake gold Knuckles, you get early access to it at star 1. But out of all honesty, I keep on forgetting about his existence, so he's never really memorable to me. And I think fake metal Knuckles is better in terms of being more unique, with it having older animations, so I just rarely use fake gold Knuckles. Anyways, at number 12 we have... Okay, to be completely honest, all skins past this point are good. There's like none that I inherently dislike, but there's gotta be some that's higher than others. Anyways, Gold Soul Vector. He's drippy looking. He has gold shoes, gold fingertip gloves, gold shades, gold headphones, gold jacket with a familiar diamond. That kind of reminds me of Dante DM. I actually met him one time. Here's an image of me and him. Okay, but for that diamond shape is referencing his belt that he was wearing in this Sonic channel art. And of course, Gold Soul Vector is wearing his signature gold chain. But let's just get real for a sec. All that gold is completely fake! He's way too broke to afford the real stuff. But yeah, he's not always Vector skin. But there are better Vector skins that I would rather be using over Gold Style. Like we got one where he's wearing his own version of Supreme, one where he's a pirate, and I argue that his Chrome Style is better compared to his Gold Style counterpart. But anyways, we should get to number 11, Gold Style. Whoops, meant to say fake gold back there. Anyways, fake gold Sonic is fake metal Sonic, but covered in clean, shiny gold. Have I said this before? And what makes him special and unique is that he uses movie-like animations, strangely enough, which to be honest kind of gives me an incentive to use this over the regular fake metal Sonic that has the old animations. Like, it's interesting to see movie Sonic's animations on another skin. It's weird, but intriguing, and I like it. Also, the gold on him looks pretty clean, so it feels nice to play as him. But I guess that's all I have to say about fake gold Sonic. Yeah, that was pretty short. So let's just move on to top 10, which is Gold Metal Sonic. Gold Tails is a decent gold skin and one of the more solid skins for Tails. He has gold tipped shoes, gold gloves that have silver palms, with a glossy gold accented uniform and hat that got his iconic Tails logo on it. He also has his rhythm badge from the Sonic Adventure 1, but now it's blinging with gold, which looks great on him. He just looks like a commercial pilot, which suits him because he can fly planes. His limited version gives him a frown, which to be completely honest, makes me concerned for him. It kind of feels uncomfortable seeing Tails like this, at least to me. That's why I prefer the Sonic where he's smiling. Just look at his happy face. And I think that's everything about him. So let's just go on to number 9. So Gold Racesuit Shadow, in my opinion, better than the regular Racesuit Shadow. He's basically just Racesuit Shadow, but with a gold color on his Racesuit. And personally, I think the color looks great on Shadow. He also got the Adventure Foot Trails, that's also on his limited and exotic versions too. By the way, both versions just give them the modern model and animations. I just prefer the Adventure Legendary Gold Racesuit Shadow. I didn't really find the grey on the regular Racesuit Shadow, so I'm glad there's a better option for me to use if I want to play as Racesuit Shadow. So yeah, that's everything for him. Now for a shocking number 8 is... Oh wait, this might be a shocking placement for him, but he grew on me, okay? Just hear me out. You might be saying I'm hypocritical because of Gold Metal Sonic 3.0 being ranked at number 15. But this sorts out all the problem I had with him. Gold Metal Sonic has a smoother texture all around him, top to bottom, and the gold is a darker color, which looks like actual physical gold. Oh yeah, and his flame is a red color too, giving him a nice contrast to the color palette. Another thing that I also like that is probably not intentional, which is the faint but noticeable line that's halfway across his head. To me, it personally gives off that freshly forged and homemade feeling to the skin for whatever reason. The skin feels really smooth to use and it's a really good Metal Sonic skin. It's high up there. But yeah, basically, this is just a way better version of the 3.0 one. So let's just move on to number 7. Gold Style Silver is a pretty solid and unique Gold Style skin on its own. He wears the typical gold boots and gloves, but also has a gold forehead accessory. Do you call that a crown or emblem? I don't know, but it looks nice on him. And he wears these two things on his grills that fits nicely on him, all paired up with a gold belt. But that's not all. Not only that he is dripped out in gold, he also has streaks of glowing neon parts too. They are even on the soles of his goddamn shoes. He's pretty sick looking overall. Probably one of the best silver skins in my opinion. Okay, so now for number 6, which is... Okay, I'm gonna tell you this one before the title card thing comes up. It's the infamous Gold Style Knuckles. There, now you know. Just wait for the title card to come up and it will be Gold Style Knuckles in 5, 4, 3... Okay, so Gold Style Knuckles. He's the definition of Rich. If Rich was a Sonic character, it would look something like this. He has some premium gloves with golden spikes that are cuffed up with a buckle. Shoes with shiny gold stars on them. There's an expensive strap around his body. And he's wearing a nice velvety fedora on his head. He's literally just Witch personified. Limited or exotic, round or smile, sparkly or plain, you can still feel the Witch coming off him. He's a basic but solid Knuckles skin overall, while also feeling nice to play as. Now yeah, he was in the despicable first wave of golden eggs, but that literally could have been any character. Maybe it should have been Omega instead, but enough me lapping above his millionaire skin. Let's get to the top 5, starting with Android Shadow Gold. He for some reason feels really clean to play as. This is a pretty unique skin, with it being a Shadow Android that never existed before in the Sonic lore, and being way different than the others. Instead of the highlights being a different color, his whole body is different. I decided to replace the aluminum foil body of the android and make it the gold feature and make the highlights gray, making him feel really special. And like I said, he feels really nice and clean to play as, and I don't really know why. Is it the shade of gold they use? I don't know. It feels really nice and therefore I like to play as him over the other android shadows, even over green. And green is my favorite color. That's how clean the skin feels. Okay, but that's everything for the android. Time to go on to number 4, which is... Gold Racesuit Sonic is in the name. Basically, Racesuit Sonic, which is one of my favorite skins in the game, but color swapped his outfit to be gold and silver. Wait, not you. Now, why is he top 4 when he's a reskin of one of my favorite skins in the game? Yes, I think he looks really good, but not good enough to be... I don't think the gold color on the racesuit improves on the skin. I prefer the original red color. However, the shoes do look really gosh damn good. The silver looks great on it. Oh my god! The legendary version of Gold Racesuit Sonic has the adventure sound effect, which I love the first steps off, if you didn't know. So listen to it. It's satisfying, okay? And got the slick adventure model too, with the best running animation for Sonic that I wish was on more skins. The two other versions got the modern Sonic model, animations, and sound effects, but I think those are worse than the legendary Gold Racesuit Sonic. But on the Sonic Gold Racesuit Sonic, he got rainbow sparkles and a rainbow boost effect. These are pretty looking, and I wish they would have started doing this for every single Sonic version of Limited to make them more different and stand out. But anyways, I have enough on Gold Racesuit Sonic. So yeah, let's just hop on to top 3, with number 3 being... So this might be a surprising choice, since he's kinda plain. Yeah, I'm already insulting him despite me ranking him in number 3. Wow, I'm so goddamn smart, yeah! I can totally rank up! Okay, now to explain myself, he's simple, but for some reason it works really well for him. For some reason, him just wearing gold shoes, gloves, and shades make him look really nice and clean with his black fur. He's one of my favorite shadow skins in the game. He also has a gold sparkling trail coming off his air shoes, and it's kinda satisfying to watch. Speaking of sparkles, he has a more unique sparkles effect, with it having a mix of red sparkles, which from what I've seen, no other gold skins have that, so they're completely original for him. I just don't know what else to say. It's simple, it's clean, and the colors work really well. So now we are on the last 2 gold skins, and the top 2 is... If I'm being honest here, I rarely play as Rouge in this game. Most of her skins are not that good, and I would rather play as other characters. However, Goldstar Rouge is like one of the only good Rouge skins in the game, and it's like one of the only Rouge skins I regularly play, other than Ruby Rouge, because it's pretty goddamn good. But gold does fit with Rouge, as she's a jewels thief, so its expensive black and gold look works really well on her. Her outfit is nicely done with a good balance of gold and black. Her earrings give some punk into her, and the makeup on her lips and eyelids adds some flair to her design, which makes this one of the better skins in Speed Sim in my opinion. The limited one has a frowny face, which I personally don't like that much, as she looks pretty miserable with a frowny face, so I prefer to use the Sonic version, where she's even if I have to sacrifice the sparkles for it. Anyways, now it's time for the drum rolls to play. There's literally no reason for me to do this. If you use process of elimination, I don't know why I keep on doing it. Yeah, so what I saw from other people, they don't really like the skin that much. But for me, I love the skin, I deserve to be the top spot. This green bird rocks a gold helmet and chest plate with a shape that looks like the Phantom Ruby on Infinite. Oh my god, Playboy Infinite in SSS for real! Along with golden cuffs and shoes that have neon green highlights on them. I love the color green, so this is perfect. But what makes Goldstar Jet really unique is that he skates! Basically, the shoes he is wearing are extreme gear shoes, which allows him to skate, and his skating animation is smooth and special, so he feels really refreshing to play as. I think he would have been ranked a little bit lower if he didn't have those skating animations, maybe like top 4 at most, but thankfully he does, which makes him one of my favorite skins of all time. He's simply just a green bird with gold accessories that has glowing green highlights who can skate really smoothly. He's just perfect for me. Anyways, yeah, that's my ranking for the gold skins in this game. If you have a different ranking, which let's be real, you obviously do since my opinions are always wrong, then put them down in the comments, as I'm always interested in hearing other people's take on these skins. Now pray for me that I don't take the next century to make my next video, and goodbye.